Hi Sagittarius, I hope you guys are doing awesome today. Welcome to your beginning of September reads. We're going to cover the first week of September. We're going to start with a yes-no spread. Then we're going to go to a Celtic cross spread. We're going to yes-no spread with clarifiers. Then Celtic cross, and then we're going to pull some Lenormand and some Black Moon astrology cards, throw the astro dice, and see what other messages we get. So we're going to kind of take it in three parts. I hope you guys are doing awesome today. So get that question together in your mind, Sagittarius. What would require to close-end a question? What would require a yes, no answer, or a maybe, not yet kind of thing, okay? Because I'm going to be pulling 3 cards, and the combination of them will give us our answer, and then I'll pull clarifying energies for each one. Make sure you're relaxed. Deep breaths into your belly. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Look at the cards as I'm shuffling them, okay? Same question. Asked exactly the same way, 3 times in a row. I'm going to be doing an astrology video, guys, by the end of the week, so we're going to stick with just the energies right now. I don't honor reversals when it comes to these. Okay, so Queen of Cups would be a yes card. Second, Page of Cups, that's a second yes card. 3 of Swords is a no. So the answer is yes, but not yet. What needs to be looked at? What needs to be looked at? So let's get some clarifying energies. The 3 of Swords is the card of pain. Saturn in Libra. Libra is the 7th house of relationships. That could be marital relationships, business partnerships. Anyone who we have a shared soul purpose with would be hanging out in that energy. And that's a card of pain. Can be a third-party situation. Doesn't have to be. Could be someone was really messed up with money, or 3 under the bus having to do with a friend situation or a family situation. Let's see what cards we have. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm going to pull these up closer to the camera to show you guys as we go, okay? So we do have, again, the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is a really nice energy. It's a Gemini and Cancer energy. Gemini is very mental. Energy is about communication. It's about thinking. It's thoughts. Gemini is the landlord of the 3rd house, have to do with not only communication, but learning something new to help you feel more firmly footed in whatever it is that you're in. So if you're here for career, money, anything like that, you may be in the stages of learning something that's going to incite a really firm foundation for you moving forward. Because Cancer, it's Gemini and Cancer is that 4th house energy of home. So that could be having to do with your parents, having to do with your physical home, having to do with feeling grounded, rooted, and safe, right? And so when we have Gemini in there, it's thinking about what is it that you need to feel that way. So for some of you, the Queen of Cups could represent you, because it's a court card. So it could be you, it could be someone else, or it could be just the general energetic influence. So the general energetic influence would indicate that you're really getting in touch with what it is that you need and want to feel very safe and secure. So you maybe met someone who's a Queen of Cups energy, who's really communicative and helps you to feel safe and incites this feeling of, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. All right. Or you might be doing that for someone else, so that's just the general energetic influence. And we have the Ace of Cups with the 6 of Swords. So hello, Sag, what the heck is going on here? Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning, but right now we have the 6 of Swords, which is leaving it. Minor Arcana, I want to emphasize, Minor Arcana is the 6 of Swords energy. That means it doesn't have to last that long, but it's moving away from something that's toxic, at least for now, and at least in your mind, even if you're not able to do it out in the 3D. But the Ace of Cups is this new beginning, this new relationship, this new sharing. So for some of you, you could be getting in touch with what it is that you really honestly need in a relationship, in a job, whatever it is, and recognizing what it is that you need for a new beginning. walking away from anything that's toxic, anything that is not having any sort of semblance to that, right? You don't want to bother with it. You just don't. You guys are the South Node right now, for goodness sake, of the moon, right? For the next year and a half, I'm going to say 2 years, whatever, right? I mean, it's like you guys are releasing stuff. You're dropping stuff off. You're getting in touch with what works for you, what doesn't work for you, kind of across the board. But I digress. Hold on. So then we have the Page of Cups energy, and it's being clarified. Beautiful energy. Page of Cups is a brand new beginning. This is somebody new coming in. Now keep in mind, Page of Cups is not a new person. Page of Cups is the communication of a new person. So, or a new cycle from a person. So this could be the announcement via a text message, I still love you, or an announcement of, I don't think this is the right thing. I'm not sure, having to do with a job, getting an interview. Page of Cups could be an interview energy. It could be, again, because the cups is emotions, right? I mean, we can't delineate one from the next, right? I mean, there are kind of these open doors from one energy to the next. So the Page of Cups, yes, and Cups energy is emotions, it's love, it's all of that, but we love what we do, right? Don't we feel very emotional about what we do for a career as well? So it does indicate this new cycle. Page indicates a new cycle. Then we have a Page of Swords. So some sort of new information is coming into you. And I really like it here with the Temperance energy, because in a very pragmatic way, this indicates the need to make a decision. The decision can have to do with, really getting in touch with, all right, what do you really need? What do you need? What do they need? What does the situation need? What do you need in a relationship? What do you need in a career? What do you really need? And getting very honest with yourself about the life that you want to live and the amount of money that you're working with, the amount of connection that you're working with, the amount of communication and intimacy that you're working with, the people, right? The energies that you're dealing with. So we have this, there's this inciting of a new cycle, which is awesome, right? But we have this epiphany coming in at the same time. And it's like, all right, what do I really need? What do I need? And then we have the Three of Swords energy, which is the card of pain. Again, Saturn in Libra. Could be a bunch of things. Could be a third party. It's just pain. It's betrayal. Now we have the Seven of Cups, which is all about confusion. Seven of Cups is, I'm not sure. I know what's in Five of the Cups. I don't know what's in Two, right? And it's a confusing thing, because the thing is, here you have options, but you really don't know what's viable and what's not. That's the funny thing, right? So you feel like you have all these options, but for a lot of you, you're going to be hearing from somebody from the past or connecting to ideas from the past. Six of Cups is all about the past. Now, it doesn't mean, a lot of you are like, I was with, A, B, and C in the past, and they could just all stay back there, which is fine. It doesn't have to do with the relationship. This is a general reading. But can be connecting to, this is actually really beautiful energy, guys, the Six of Cups. Because it's, first of all, it's Sun in Scorpio. So Scorpio is all about transformation, and it's about this new cycle that's happening for you, but it's going really well. So some of you may be returning to like the home that you lived in, or your old neighborhood, connecting with old friends, people you haven't spoken to in forever. Maybe reconnecting with somebody you used to work with and then realizing, oh, maybe I want to work there again. For a lot of you, this could just be very personal, where you're returning to an old project, maybe that book that you started to write, or that idea that you had 1,000,000 years ago that you never took anywhere, and you're in this space now where it's like, oh, you know what, that was such a good idea, why didn't I do anything with that kind of thing, right? But you're confused. But this is the thing, we have the Three of Swords energy. All of this is reflective of this card of pain. So this could certainly be, if somebody really did you dirty in a relationship and you're struggling through a lot of pain, you connecting with people from the past, maybe you're calling somebody up, or you're hearing from people who maybe you were with at once upon a time. But guys, I do want to say the Six of Cups energy, connecting with people from your past, again, doesn't have to be romantic. If it was, it's you making the decision if you want to bother trying it again, if you think the bones of it was good. It doesn't mean that you're definitely going to end up back with them. It means needing to make the decision. Hearing from somebody from the past, making a decision. Now, for others of you, the Six of Cups could also indicate meeting somebody who you feel like you've met before. That karmic connection, you probably met them in a past life, or you have this sort of energetic vibe, kind of cut from the same cloth kind of thing. but it confuses you. So for some of you, it's like this new energy coming in, but maybe not so new, but new for you for now. So maybe somebody returning from the past or somebody familiar nonetheless, but you being very confused because you're working through some sort of pain that you've been experiencing. So yeah, now for, again, this could be somebody who hurt you in the past and you're reconnecting with them and you're very confused. Should I do this? Should I not do it? That job that you were at once upon a time and they ended up firing you, or things got really bad there and there was a really toxic environment. Maybe they had changing of the guard, and maybe they're, you're considering going back there, but you're not sure because you had a bad experience last time around, right? It could show up in different ways, but you guys get the idea. So that's what I get. I get that, this Three of Swords needs to be addressed. Whatever pain, whatever issues, that were painful, that created any sense of distrust, anything like that needs to be called out into the open. But because we got 2 yeses and that means yes, just not yet. And it just means that this stuff needs to be addressed. And spirits are going to be blessing it, which is awesome. Let's get right into a Celtic cross spread. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So it was the Crystal Visions Oracle, Crystal Vision Tarot that I just used. And now I'm going to be using the Light Seers Tarot, because I am the worst at telling you guys the decks I use. I don't know. If you could see how many decks I have, my goodness, I don't know. And then I kind of like energetically pull. So I don't even know what I'm using. We get the Hangman. It's a situation right now. It's a little confusion. We have a little Neptune vibe going on. Ooh, it's being crossed by the Ten of Pentacles. Well, it's crossed or blessed by the Ten of Pentacles. Best to be achieved. Temperance, lovely. We like temperance. It's all about cooperation happening there. Okay, the Foundation, Ten of Swords. Yeah, I do get that feeling like there is this need to let a cycle go, let something end. But remember, the Ten of Swords is still a minor arcana. Some became a little too much, Sagittarius. You had to let it go, or it ended up ending, whether you wanted it to or not. Coming into this energy, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So a lot of faith in something. The Page of Pentacles, beautiful, is the near future. So for those of you looking for work, this does indicate a new job. This indicates a new relationship if you're resonating with it like that. Right now, we have you as the Page of Cups. I just love this deck. Let me know what you guys think of this deck, guys. The colors are fabulous, but I just love the interpretations are so cool. And I love that they use people of all color and all orientations. I just love that. Then we have the Seven of Wands as your environment, right? I mean, this is the energy that's impacting you. External to your own physical self, it's your environment. So we have the Seven of Wands, all right? We're going to interpret those in a moment. You're scared of the wheel. I do get that. For those of you reconnecting, possibly thinking about reconnecting with a past relationship, we have the Hermit as the final outcome. Okay. Nothing wrong with a little Virgo energy in there. Okay. That makes sense to me because of the yes/no answer we got. If you're looking for further clarification for that, because it's a not yet, you have to work something out here. But then we have a new beginning. Yeah. So we have the Knight of Pentacles coming into this energy. Leo and Virgo. Leo is a big heart. It's creative. It's love. It's romance. Leo is the landlord of the 5th house. It could have something to do with your children, but in a very pragmatic way. Very practical, down to earth, right? Because Virgo, they are, not only are they get kind of like a lousy rap, like, because they're so critical. Right, Virgos are very critical of themselves, very critical of the people that they're engaged with. But they can't help it. It's like they pay attention to everything. They're tough on themselves too, but they were also the problem solvers of the zodiac. So this is this is like problem solving with a heart and a purpose. Okay, so I do like this. Now, this could be indicative of somebody that you were with who was like that, who was just very loving, very giving. Though it was like very romantic, and it just made sense to you in your life. This could also have to do with a job that you were doing where you were able to really exercise your creativity. You were able to feel really kind of aligned with it, right? Because Leo energy, you know, the fifth house, Leo's the landlord of the fifth house. And the fifth house, we call it the house of fun because it's like where we go to do what we choose to do. So it's like you liked what you were doing and you were making money and it made sense. So you could be resonating with it like that if it has to do with career or relationship. But right now you have some confusion at play here with the Hangman. This is Neptune. And Neptune is like trying to look at reality through a very dirty window, right? So you want to make sure that you don't end up like swimming in this analysis paralysis, which is like not you anyway, like at least your archetype, guys. And I'm going to say, I don't know what else is in your chart. This is a general reading on YouTube. Please keep that in mind. But the Hangman energy is this sense of confusion. Okay, now we say this card could be a crossing or a blessing. 10 of Pentacles to me, man, is always a blessing. 10 of Pentacles is, will you marry me? Will you go into business with me? This is money doing really well. This is getting help from family members to purchase a home, purchase some sort of investment. Communication going really well, connection. Pentacle energy is not only about resources, it's mental, physical, and emotional connection. And when we have a 10, this is nice. And if you notice, even in the depiction of this card, it's like a very family vibe, right? So it's things like going well, like with family and family being at play here, but you're confused about something having to do with this. So this could be you being confused about family, you being confused about should I marry this person or not? Should I stay in this relationship or not? Knowing that they want to at some point get married or move in together, right? I mean, we could look at the different versions of that. This is you feeling really confused. Should I buy a house with them? Should I purchase this real estate? Should I invest in this thing? You know, and you being kind of conflicted because it's like, you know, a lot of the information, but you're not totally clear. And guys, that has a lot to do with all of the retrograde planets right now, right? I mean, we do have this delicious Pisces full moon happening on the 2nd. It's going to be happening in your 4th house of home, where you feel grounded, where you feel safe and secure and rooted. It has to do with people in your home and that you will be asking to move into your home, asking to leave your home, right? I mean, for a lot of you, we get some Leo energy here. It could be your kids going back to school. Oh my God, should they, shouldn't they kind of energy. Some of you are going to be vibing with that, right? Okay, so that's what's going on with that. Best to be achieved from the situation that we have the Temperance energy, which is really good because this is a very beautiful energy about cooperation. It's like, what do you need? What do they need? What does the situation need? And it's recognizing that something needs to be addressed. You know, usually this does come in the form of a family circumstance. So it can be your immediate family or extended family situation or somebody that you feel very close with. But what I like about it is like cooperation. And so whatever's happening here, there's going to be cooperation as the best to be achieved, which is really nice. Now the foundation, we do have the 10 of Swords. I mean, we can't ignore that this is a Mercury in Virgo, that this, like whatever situation, there was a situation going on in your life, Sag, where it became too much. Either for you or for somebody else. It was like, because the 10 of Swords happens over time. A lot of times this has to do with gossip, right? Because swords are communication, it has to do with words, right? And reality, so this could be you realizing like, oh my God, people were talking really badly about me behind my back, or my partner was really not being honest with me, or, you know, my intimate partner or my business partner. You know, it could be anything like that, but it's building over time, or somebody just being mistreating you over time. Maybe there was a lot of gaslighting and deflection and sort of like, you know, those aspects of narcissistic tendencies, right? Something like that. Not that they don't have to be a narcissist to have the tendencies, right? And suppose we can all have them at one point or another, right? But whatever it was, bad communication, where it was just like, you know what, this doesn't even make sense in my reality anymore. End of a cycle. That's foundation here. But now you are the Page of Cups. This is you. So you're very open. You have a very open heart right now to new experiences, to a relationship, to a new job, something that you really love. You sort of like this open, beautiful slate, right? You just are. Yeah, but what I really like though, Sag, I have to tell you, I like that your environment is the 7 of Wands, because the 7 of Wands tells me that while you're open, you're also very aware of what you want, need, and desire, because that is the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is Mars and Leo. You know, and Mars is not a bad guy. Mars brings us where we need to go. Mars is connected to the Chariot, which is connected to Cancer, which is that house of safety and security and foundation, right? And Leo is ego driven, but is also ruled by creativity in its heart, right? Its heart. So it's like in your heart, you getting in touch with what it is that you want, need, and desire, and you not allowing yourself to veer away from that. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be going through it in this way, right? Because you have the South Node in you guys. So there's going to be a lot of sacrificing. There's going to be a lot of changing, right? For these couple of years, right? It started the end of May for you guys and into June. And you guys are really feeling it. But you have to get in touch with, you know, change is good. Okay, fine. You might need to make some adjustments in how you handle things. Okay, fine. You know, some karma needs to be burnt off there. But you don't want to give away everything. So it's really establishing. What I like is this is you really getting in touch with, like, how do I want to say this? Like your bottom line. What did it, like, what you will and will not tolerate in relationship, in business, in a job. Like, what is the bottom line as far as money, what you need? What is it, right? I do like that. Your fear is the wheel, which is interesting because it's a Jupiter energy. And you say, why would anybody be afraid of Jupiter energy? Well, the wheel is very destiny driven. And when it comes to relationships, it usually does mean reconnection. But this is the thing. You can't push it. If the bones of the relationship were good before, just allow the love to unfold. If you feel like you're trying to fit a circle in a square, if your partner is, you still don't trust them, there's weirdness, whatever, you may intuitively know this. You may or may not, right? General message, but this is in your fear, so I have to acknowledge how it's showing up for me. You may be afraid that somebody wants to get back with you and you just don't feel like it's got the stuff that dreams are made of. Like you just know it's probably not going to work in the way that you would probably ideally like it to, but just considering the energies involved, you may not, you know? So why else would it be in your fear? It's like, same thing could go for a job where it's like on paper, something looks good. In your mind, something seems pretty good, but something in your belly is telling you, I don't know. I don't know if this is the right thing. I'm not sure if it's going to work out. And that's going to kind of flip you over into the Hermit energy. Which, you know what? Nothing wrong with the Hermit energy. It's a Virgo energy. It's about taking the mental space to be by yourself. So some of you may be working on your relationship in private. And I'm not judging. Some of you may be doing that, where you're in some sort of connection that would require working on your relationship in private. Others of you, this can indicate going it alone for a while. This has nothing to do with relationship. It can indicate being furloughed. It can indicate being fired, laid off, but going it alone and just rethinking your plan. It's rethinking your plan. Taking some space and rethinking your plan. But now in the near future, we have a Page energy, which I like because this indicates a new cycle. Page is new. It's the young end of the court. And they come in and they announce, this is Page of Pentacles is the new job offer, is the epiphany of approaching your business from a different angle. It is the new relationship. It is making a new connection. It's meeting somebody who, a lot of times this is meeting somebody new through work, or meeting somebody who is in the beginning stages of their own career, you know, where they haven't arrived yet, but they're a new connection to you and they're in the process of building themselves. It's a really positive card. It really is, regardless of how you interpret it, whether it's a new job for you, because obviously it's a general reading. It's be different for each of you. But if this is you in a job, it going well, you meeting somebody and them being kind of newish in their position. But there's a newness here having to do with mental, emotional, and physical connection. So I like the outcome. I do like it because it does seem like there's this movement forward for you, which is really so positive. So let's see what else we have here. I'm going to pull everything and then look. I don't like to divert my attention by even I throw the dice and then I sort of look away. And I'm going to pull a Black Moon card. What do we have? Tapping into your water element. Be in your feels right now, Sag, you fiery Sag. Let yourself be in your feels. Yeah, water element sensing. So water elements, what are those? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Full moon in Pisces in your 4th house. Emotions are going to be ruling the day for you. And then we have the 5th house of fun, romance, love, sex, children, entrepreneurial vibe. Capricorn is the landlord of the 10th house of work, putting the work in. And then we have Neptune. So some of you can be very confused about putting the work into a relationship, very confused about putting your work into a new entrepreneurial endeavor. Can't even speak. Some of you may be really confused about something going on with your children right now. Yes, something going on with them. Neptune, yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of us, I mean, on a very like basic, pragmatic level, a lot of us are very like, what's going on with the schools? I mean, you know, yeah, for sure. I mean, my kids, who knows? Like, they're all in college. Who's going to be coming back home? One is away already. The other one's going away 2 weeks. The other one goes more local, but who knows what's going to be happening? I teach. I'm a professor. Who knows? I mean, I'm online right now. Like, we're totally online. We're not going back. Not in my campus in New York. Okay, so that could be definitely for some of you. Let's pull some Lenormand and see. We got the Clover. All right, we got a good message coming in that's going to create some sort of connection for something that's been gnawing at you that needs to end, Sagittarius. Ooh, we got the Birch Broom. Somebody's getting a tongue lashing. All right. Oh, wow, this is a powerful message. Oh, I got to keep pulling. Hold on. Yeah, but that's not closing it up for me. I feel like I got to pull one more. Okay, hold on. All right, good. I'm good with that. So the Clover, this indicates a message that's coming in. Either you're going to be communicating to somebody or they're going to be communicating it to you. It's very serendipitous. It's very benefic. I really like it. We have the bridge, which is literally bridging you with somebody else, where you guys are going to be talking about something that really, really bothers you. I feel like there's closure happening here. There's closure happening here, and it's time for you to put your ducks in a row. It's time for you to put your ducks in a row. Because there's something that's been bothering you about either a relationship, a job, a career, something that needs addressing. And it needs addressing in the form of communication. The bridge is all about bridging the gap, bridging the divide, addressing the elephant in the room, right? To talk about what's annoying at you. Now, some of you who are in business, you might need to discuss some money that you feel has been mishandled. For others of you, this is going to be like, if you're getting a divorce or you're moving out of somebody, like, I don't think this is very fair. This is very equitable. We need to have this conversation. You know, for others of you, this could simply be something that's gnawing at you, a problem that absolutely needs addressing, and it needs to just be put to rest once and for all. And then we have the Birch Broom. Now, the Birch Broom does indicate argument. Not going to lie. There's no way dressing it up. Lenormand is very direct. Men are men, women are women, and arguments are arguments in the Lenormand deck. And that's how we go. But it is something that needs, like, we have this key. And this key fits in the lock to the cage. Now, are you going to stay within the gilded cage, or are you going to release something? And I feel like you need to release something. There is this release that's necessary for you to, like, this information that needs to come out. Now, for some of you, particularly if you have to do with business, the fish is resources, okay? This is resources. For those of you getting in some sort of divorce, this is about, okay, what do you have to work with? This is about working with what you have, focusing on your resources. I love that we got the park and then the flowers, because the park is all about networking, putting yourself out there, being social again. Now, in the day and age that we're in right now, this could certainly just be happening online, which is totally fine, but it's putting yourself out there and getting a really positive, how do I want to say this? This flower card is about appreciation. Appreciation. Somebody appreciates the way you are. They appreciate your personality, what you give, what you do, what you offer. And it being a very prosperous energy. We have this prosperous, we have the fish with the park and the flowers. It's a very prosperous energy, but only if you allow it to happen. So there's something eating at you that absolutely needs to be put to rest. There's no question. So the birch brew might be happening within you or with another person. It doesn't really matter. But it's this addressing of something that's just eating away at you. And it needs to be addressed once and for all. It's like, this communication is coming in and it has to be addressed and put to rest once and for all. Ducks need to be put in a row, right? You don't want to put yourself in any sort of gilded cage anymore. You really focus on being successful financially, successful in relationship. This is very much your thing. So for a lot of you, if this has nothing to do with relationship, you becoming hell-bent on networking, getting your name out there, really being very motivated to move something forward. Now, the only thing I have to say, you want to just be a little careful here because we do have Mars is going to be retrograde in your 5th house, which has to do with creativity and entrepreneurial activities until November. So not that your desire is not great, because it is. Just don't be surprised if you end up taking 4 steps forward and 2 steps back, 5 steps forward, 6 steps back, kind of thing, until November. It's going to be a frustrating energy. But don't give up on it. Don't give up on it. Having to do with relationships, I do feel like there's going to be release in this full moon, which is so awesome. This is Pisces full moon is a really good full moon to release, because it's so, I always say, well, the houses is spiritual, but the 12th house is super spiritual. So I just feel like it's very assisted, a really beautiful energy of release. And then you're going to be getting this beautiful, I love the fish with the park, and there's like money's going to do well. Something's going to be coming in from the internet where you're going to be getting some sort of people reaching out to you in a very positive way. So I like it. And that is what I have for you right now, Sag. I hope that was helpful for you in some way, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.